counselor over here. Her name is Mrs. Tamara Keys. Today I have with me in the office is Tiana Anderson. Okay, her teacher brought her in today because she was concerned about some things that was going on with Tiana. How are you doing today, Tiana?
I'm okay.
Okay. Can you kind of tell me a little bit what's going on with you today?
Every time I try and talk to anyone in my class, they always avoid me. They don't ever try and talk to me or make a conversation with me.
Okay. So what are you saying, like it's hard for you to fit in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I know sometimes it can be hard to fit in because what I'm understanding from the teacher, you did move to this school from another school, right? You transferred? Okay. Can you tell me what school did you transfer from?
Hamilton Christian Academy.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. How was your kids over there when you first got at Hamilton Christian Academy?
They're friendly and very nice, and they always talk to me no matter what.
Doesn't matter what. Okay. Well, I understand that Hamilton is a small setting, and that was a private school. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is a public school. Well, have you tried to introduce yourself to the students outside?
I only tried just once, but they didn't really listen to me.
Didn't listen to you? Okay. Did you talk to your teacher about this?
Mm-hmm. I was too scared to go.
Okay. Did you tell your parents about this?
Mm-hmm.
What did your parents say?
Maybe if I keep trying, they'll see that I really want to be their friend. They'll listen to me.
Yeah. Well, I do agree with your parents are saying. And what I'm understanding a little bit from the teacher, she said whenever you guys go outside or y'all do an activity in class, you kind of like to get on the other side of the room, or when you're outside, you kind of like to walk out there by yourself. And let me ask you, how does it feel walking outside by yourself and whenever it's time for activities that you are not with the group, you're just like off the side into yourself? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel lonely.
Well, you don't like feeling lonely?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we can do something about that. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to do an in-service with your teacher and other teachers as well. And what I'm going to do is that kids that have problems fitting in, and a lot of times, and you don't ever think that you're the only one. There's other kids that go through the same thing, just like you are. So, but what I can suggest to your teacher is there's a lot of activities that you can do in a group. You think you would be interested in getting in a group and doing some activities that would, help you to kind of get away from being by yourself? Do you think you'll like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because what it is that, we have one particular activity that I really think that would work for you. And the name of the activity is called I Like to Know You Better. And would you like me to explain a little bit to you about this activity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what this activity is that you get a group of 4 students. You can have 3 groups or you can have 4 groups. And it doesn't matter. It just depends on how many kids that you have in the classroom. So you can split them up into these many groups, okay? So what you do is that I will pass out a sheet of paper, or your teacher can, or we can do it in the office, or we can do it in the classroom, however way that your teacher wants you to do it. And what you do is that you get a sheet of paper and you write on the paper. It's going to ask what's the person's favorite color, what is their favorite television show, what is their favorite sport, what is their favorite pet, and you're going to write down all of these things, what is your favorite, and the others in the group are going to do the same thing as well. And after that, you're going to switch with each person in the group, and you're going to read, and you're going to get to know a little bit about them. So you think that will help you to get to know your friends better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But let me ask you another question, okay? Okay. Well, whenever you were at your other school, okay, did y'all work in groups, or how how did y'all do things?
Sometimes we work in groups, but usually we do it like as a whole class together.
Okay, all right. So did you like working in groups or did you prefer working as a whole class?
It really didn't matter to me. I just like doing it either way.
Okay, it doesn't matter. So let me ask you another question. Are you willing to, whenever you go outside, tomorrow, well, I'm understanding is that your teacher takes you outside. Y'all go outside for recess, right? Okay, that's what I'm understanding. Okay, well, whenever you go outside for recess, why don't you go over to one of your classmates and just introduce yourself and just see how that's gonna work for you. You think that you can do that? Yeah? Okay, because what I've learned is that to be a friend, you have to show yourself friendly. So sometimes you have to get out there and, a lot of times people don't know that you want to be their friend. So you have to make yourself known, so they can know that you want to be their friend. Okay? So you think that would be okay? You trying to do that for me? Okay. And you know what? After you do that tomorrow, I would like for you to come by my office with permission from your teacher, okay? And you can come around this time in the morning if you don't have anything to do. And just come if you gotta come in for 5 or 10 minutes. I want you to come in and I want you to let me know everything that's going on with you. And also what I want you to do, I want you to keep a journal, okay? I want you, every day, I want you to document everything that you did to make friends with someone, okay? You can put down your name, and you can put the date down there for me, and you can put the time, if you can see the time, I think there's a clock in the classroom, and I want you to document that everything that you did, and also, over here at this school, I don't know if you guys do it at y'all school, but over here, I call in groups to come in. And what I want to ask you, how would you feel if all the girls in your room, if I called them to come in, would you like me to call them come in and we do a group session? Would you like that?
Mm-hmm.
You would? Okay, have you ever done a group session before?
Mm-hmm.
Never? Okay. Well, would you like to know a little bit about what goes on in that group whenever the group comes into my office?
Sure.
Okay. Well, usually what we do is that it's a whole group of girls. They'll sit around the table, and each person gonna get up and they're gonna discuss, what they like, what they don't like, and then that way you can get in a group anytime you want, and and that's how it used to work over here. Now I don't know if I had groups like this at your school before. Have you ever had to go to the council office before?
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't? Okay. Well, we gotta work on what's going on with you, because I don't like to see that, that you off to yourself, that you don't have no friends. I don't like to see that, okay? And your teacher and I gonna do everything that we can to make things work for you, okay? So do you have anything else while you're here that you'd like to talk to me about today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At my other school, we would have like jobs for kids to do in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Like to be a line leader or a table washer or something like that.
Okay.
And at this school, they don't have too much of that. Just maybe like 2-3 jobs that you can do.
Really?
So it'd be good if we had more of those.
Okay, so what are they leaving out over here? Do they have a line over there, or no, we don't have that over there? Okay, well, would you like to make that suggestion to your teacher, or would you like me to tell her that, maybe that'll help, you can participate in more things? Would you think?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be okay for me to do that, or would you like to do that? It's up to what you want to do.
Because I could do that.
Then you can do that? Okay, so after you discuss with your teacher, would you come back and tell me, how she feel about it? Or if you want, I can get with your teacher, and we can all sit down she's really concerned about what's going on. She has a lot of great concerns, you know, because it's causing you to not focus in the class like you should. And I don't want you to be stressed like that. I want you to be able to succeed in school, okay? And I want you to pass, and I want you to go to the next grade. I don't want anything to hinder you from going on to the next grade, okay? So what are you going to do for me tomorrow? Whenever you go outside with your friend, what are you going to do for me tomorrow?
I'm gonna try to introduce myself to one of them.
To one of the kids? Okay, well, that's a start. That's a good start. That's a start, okay? And I know that by you doing this, I believe that it's going to work out. Because you seem you're like you're a real smart student. I've been hearing so much from your teacher. You've been here about like 2 weeks, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And you still haven't found friends yet? Well, you know, like I said earlier, sometimes it's hard to fit in. Sometimes it's hard, you have to just try, you know. Sometimes the more you try it, the worse it seems like it's getting right. But you know what? I believe that things will get better. And I'm here every day. And any time that you feel like you have to be dealing with any kind of issues in the classroom with your peers, always, I want you, my door's open, okay? I want you to be able to come to me anytime that you want to come to me, okay? Well, do you have anything else that you'd like to talk to me about today?
Yes, my friends in my other school, we would, like the girls in my class, sometimes I would go spend the night at one of their houses, or they would come over to my house.
Okay.
And then they would always like, you know, talk to me and do, and like, even one time they went on vacation.
Okay. Okay. That's all right. That was a great school that you was at. Okay. Do you know why your mother transferred you from that school to this school? You know, being that you're in a private school versus a public school, did she tell you why?
She thought that maybe since there's more kids, it'd be easier for me to talk to people, practice on my social skills.
Okay, and you know that is great. And you know what? I know that they might have a lot of like line leaders and all that stuff at this school. I don't know what's the reason for that, but there are a lot of great opportunities at this school. And I do believe that, you know, once you continue to introduce yourself to different friends or at school or different people, I do believe that, you know, you're going to like it here. It's just because you just got here. And I know it's hard, like I said earlier, but I believe that, you know, you're going to fit in. It's not going to take you long. She's a really beautiful young lady. And I know it's not going to be hard. It just seems like it right now, you know. Because when I first got here, you know, doing my internship, it was really hard to get along with the staff. I didn't understand. I mean, I really wasn't getting along with them bad, but I didn't know how to talk to them and everything. And as I kept coming and they didn't know me, I didn't know them, and we established a relationship, you know. So right now we have a relationship, and even with the kids over here, I've established a relationship with them. Anytime I'm here, they can come in anytime they feel like they want to talk to me about anything. I want to never be afraid, and I don't want you to never be afraid to ever come to me, okay? This is my job. I want to make sure that you are doing good, you're doing well. I want to also make sure that things are working out for you, okay? And you and I and your teacher, we're going to all get together. We're going to work things out, okay? And like I said earlier, I'm going to get with your teacher, and I'm going to run those copies off, and I'm going to give that to her, that activity, because I think it's a great activity for everybody, you know, to get to know each other. And like I said, I'm going to have an in-service on how to get to know a person better, and how to become a person's best friend, and all that stuff. Okay, and you know, I really enjoyed talking to you today. I'm looking at the time.